Before the rockets, the electric cars, and the headlines, Elon Musk was just a quiet kid growing up in South Africa. He was born in 1971 inches Pretoria, and unlike most kids his age, he spent most of his time reading. A lot. By the age of 10, he had already read many science fiction books and encyclopedias. But one thing changed his life forever: computers. When Musk was around 12 years old, he taught himself how to program. Using a simple computer manual, soon after learning to code, he created a video game called Blastar. It wasn't a big game, just a simple space shooter. But he sold the code for about $500 to a computer magazine. That was his first business. At 17 years old, Musk decided he wanted to leave South Africa, partly to avoid mandatory military service, but mostly because he believed the United States was where the future was being built. So he moved to Canada. He worked random jobs to survive, cleaning boilers, working on farms, anything that paid. Eventually, he made his way to the United States and attended the University of Pennsylvania, where he studied physics and economics. But Musk wasn't interested in a normal career. He wanted to build companies. So in 1995, he dropped out of a PhD program at Stanford University after only 2 days. The internet was just starting to explode, and Musk believed it would change everything. So he started his first real startup with his brother. The company was called Zip2. At the time, newspapers were trying to figure out how to exist online. Zip2 helped them create digital city guides with maps and business listings. But the early days were brutal. Musk and his brother were so broke that they slept in the office. They showered at a local YMCA and worked almost every hour of the day. But after 4 years, the company was sold. In 1999, Compaq bought Zip2 for about $307 million. Musk personally made around $22 million. Most people would have retired. Musk immediately started another company. This one was called X.com. His idea was simple, but radical for the time. Banking, but completely online. No physical branches, just digital payments and financial services through the internet. Eventually, X.com merged with another company, and that company later became something you probably know today, PayPal. But Musk's journey there wasn't smooth. During internal conflicts at the company, Musk was actually replaced as CEO while he was on vacation. Still, he kept his shares. And in 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion. Musk walked away with about $180 million. Now, he was officially rich. But instead of playing it safe, he did something almost nobody expected. He risked nearly all of it. He started 3 companies that many people believed would fail: an electric car company, a private rocket company, and a solar energy company. Those companies were Tesla, Incorporated, SpaceX, and Solar City. At one point around 2008, all 3 were close to collapsing. SpaceX rockets kept exploding. Tesla was almost bankrupt, and Musk was running out of money. He later admitted that he had to borrow money just to pay rent. But eventually, SpaceX launched a rocket successfully. Tesla secured critical funding, and everything started to change. Over the next decade, those companies would grow into some of the most valuable tech businesses in the world. And Elon Musk would become one of the richest people on the planet. But the crazy part? His story didn't start with rockets or electric cars. It started with a kid, a computer, and a simple video game called Blastar.